celebration. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for celebrating with us, Purim. I'd like to start off with praying together. And we'll start from there. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much. We thank you so much for this, for our Beit family. Thank you for friends and family being here. And Lord, we just thank you for your word. And this is Purim, Lord, where we are looking to your faithfulness to the book of Esther and how you use people in times and places, Lord, where you call them. And Lord, it's our duty to respond. And I pray, Lord, that would be the case, and it is the case today. I pray, Lord, that we would be faithful in your calling for us, and that we would seek that out. I pray, Lord, that we would just, everyone here would just be encouraged and blessed, and you would be glorified in the retelling of the story of Esther and your faithfulness. We love you, and we thank you. In Yeshua's name. Okay, we've got quite a program for you tonight, and I'm going to leave it to Beth to really explain what's going on with the retelling. But I really want to welcome you and thank you for participating in the carnival and the food court. And did anyone participate in that? Did anyone have fun in the carnival? That was a lot of fun, and there were a lot of volunteers for that. And thank you all to all the helpers who set up and ran the games, and to all the food court people. Thank you for that. Always a lot of hard work, always a good time. Yeah. Okay, so Purim is a traditional Jewish holiday where we retell the story of Esther. And there's many ways to celebrate it. It's a fun celebration where we do a lot of, there's carnivals, there's foods, everyone dresses up, right? But more importantly, we retell the story of the book of Esther. And Esther was used in the time where it was in the Babylonian captivity, and the Jews were being threatened of annihilation, and God calls her and Mordecai and uses her, and she was faithful to respond to that calling, and God saved his people. And so I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're really looking forward to seeing this unique perspective and unique retelling. Beit does it different every year. We put a twist to our retelling. Oftentimes we are acting it out, and it's no different tonight. We're reenacting the story of the book of Esther, and I'm going to let Beth reveal what the theme is. I think that's it. That's all I got. So thank you for being here. I'm going to have Beth come up, and she's got a couple things for you before we begin. Ready?
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am really excited. I'm excited for the play. But before we get into the play, we have something else that's become a little bit of a tradition. So I need your help on this one. So we have, in the past couple of years, done a song battle to start off Purim. And what that is I'm going to ask two volunteers to come up here and name the song faster than the other person is naming the song. And we actually have some pretty awesome prizes. How many of you guys got to visit the Girls of Valor fundraiser booth? Nice. So there were some handmade items by some of our young ladies, and our prizes for the song battle tonight are from that booth. So we've got these cute little mini octopuses. Octopusine. It's a little octopus. And then our grand prize in our last song battle is a baby Yoda. And I think this might be the last one. Okay, if you're going to be technical, it is Grogu. But everyone calls it baby Yoda. Okay, so our first category is Messianic music. So if dance teams or on worship teams, you probably have an advantage for this. Or if you're like me and just your parents were always playing Messianic music on loop, you also probably have an advantage in this. So I need 2 volunteers to be our first competitors for our Messianic music category. Okay, who's getting volunteered? I can't tell who you're volunteering. Okay, I'm going to save you guys for a little bit later on. I believe we're going to try to volunteer in the back. Is this somebody who's actually interested? Okay, kids, I'm going to have you wait. Okay, I've got. Okay, do you feel confident with your Messianic music? All right, come on up here. We need someone to go up against him. Bob. Bob. Where's Bob? Oh. I also feel like Brenda would be an amazing competitor on this one. So we can encourage Brenda to do it. Bob. Brenda. But as soon as you feel like I can name that tune and even that artist, you need to hit the bell as soon as you can. You get extra points for tune and artist. But if you can name the song, that's awesome. So we're going to do 4 songs with the potential for a tiebreaker if we need it. All right, you guys ready? Miss Genesis, are you ready for our Messianic category?
I don't know the title. He shall reign.
And it is by?
All over.
That is correct. All right, next song.
flag. And in addition to searching for this
Where is my hairbrush? It's actually my hairbrush, but that was included in there. All right. That's okay. All good. So you don't have to find the artist. All right. Next song.
Humanity one?
So this is a tricky one because the title is not Barbara Manatee, even though the song is very much about Barbara Manatee. Endangered Live, that is correct. All right, next song.
What I bring you? What I bring you? I tell you what I bring you. The first Polish Christmas dish I bring to the party, a boiled potato top with dill weed. The second Polish Christmas dish I bring to the party, two steamed pierogies. What's a pierogi? 12 dishes of Christmas?
So close. Do you want to take a try? You can't do that. All right, audience. Who knows it? Caleb. So close. Naomi, I saw your hands. The 8 days of Polish Christmas. Yeah, it is 8 days. It is not 12. So close. So close. It's really more like Hanukkah than Christmas because it's only 8. All right, go ahead.
Water buffalo song?
I don't think so. That's not correct, is it? Do you know it? All right, Abigail. It is the Hopperita. All right. I think this is our tiebreaker. One of you guys has to get this one. It's for the mini octopus guys. Right?
The belly button song?
It is the belly button song. Next category. And if I don't get volunteers for this one, I am calling on people. The next category is 90s Christian radio songs. So if you spent your 90s teenagers like me listening to Christian radio, K-Love, whatever else, I listen to a local station. This is your moment. So do we have volunteers for this? Okay, I have a volunteer in Joey. And I actually... All right, David, let's see. This is about between father and son to see... Okay, so the only reason he knows any of these songs is because of him. So this is a moment where we see if the student has surpassed the master. Go ahead.
Stephen Curtis Chapman, Great Adventure.
That is correct.
Big House by Audio Adrenaline.
That is also I think you killed the bell.
Breakfast Newsboys.
Breakfast by Newsboys. Which I'm sure all of you guys do that too, right?
Rich Mullins, Sometimes I Step.
Rich Mullins, yes. Sometimes by step, no. Can you steal it with what you heard? is not. Beth? It is not. Okay, go ahead and play it, and you can't buzz it. Longest intro. Does anybody else have your know it yet? You're gonna know. No, that was just her. That was. Keep going. Keep going. All right. What is it? Sing your praise to the Lord. Yes. Okay. So I believe the score is 2-1, and then audience. All right. Let's see if you can tie it up with this, and then go for a tiebreaker. Okay. All right. We're ready.
Book of Revelation.
So that's Kurt Franklin. Revolution.
That is correct. All right, so I guess that's it. You win the mini octopus. All right, I need you guys to sit down. And I have one more round of Veggie Tales. Honestly, I'm gonna see Abigail and Henry go against each other. And you guys, this is for the baby Yoda. All right, so we need quiet in the room so we can hear the song. I might be able to get more 90s. Go ahead. That is correct.
And now it's time to sing songs with Larry. Come on.
How lucky do you feel? Do you feel like you can do it with just a guess? Well, since I don't think he can steal, I guess we'll do that one over. Wow, this. Okay, it still works. Good.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Is that correct?
What?
Okay. Next song. It is cheeseburger. So that's 3. Okay, let's do another one.
Insane.
It is pizza angel. And okay, one more, I guess. See if Henry can sweep it.
There's Icy Cat.
That is correct. All right, ladies, I think we're done for the song battle, but it is time for our play. Are you guys ready for our play? All right. Okay, so this year we have what I'm calling an instant play. Normally we spend 8-10 weeks practicing our Purim play, so that it's like, we have all of our cues down and we expect nothing to go wrong in the performance. And then that's, when somebody picks up a weight that breaks in their hand like last year. So we spend all this time preparing for it, but this year we actually have something more spontaneous for you. I've recruited some actors, I've recruited some volunteers, and I found in the archives a play from 15 years ago. And we're going to perform that for you today. We dusted it off. And we are excited to bring you this play. So could my volunteer actors that I've recruited, could you guys come take your seats, please? and we are so excited to bring this to you today. So the theme tonight is kind of Roaring '20s theme, like Guys and Dolls, Great Gatsby, all these like the vintage old school movie hero deal. So we are going to need some costumes. So Abigail and Anna, can you help us out with that? We're going to get our actors all in costume. So while they're getting their costumes, I need to make sure that you guys are ready for your part. So if you hear the name Haman, you guys know what to do. All right. Oh, where's the women's hats? Where's mine? Where's mine? Here we go. I got a hat now. All right. So, I think we're good to go. Actors, are you ready? You look ready. All right. So, I present to you a Purim you can bet on. The scene opens in a Jewish bakery called Bagels and Bits in the Roaring '20s. Customers are browsing. Esther is behind the counter bagging bagels. Bonnie and Clyde enter with Tommy guns. Props! Oh, actors, your mics are all on, correct? You push the buttons, turn, okay, good. Excellent. Okay, we got our props? Got our actors? All right, ready, set, go.
All right, everybody, this is a stick-up. Yeah, this is a stick-up. Get your hands in the air. Yeah, get your hands in the air. Stop repeating what I say. Yeah, stop repeating. I'm sorry, Clyde. I'm just trying to help. How many times have we rehearsed? Oh, we'll talk about this later.
You guys need a minute? You could go out and try again.
Don't be smart. Just hand over all the dough or cash and be quick about it.
We're having a special on cheesecake. Are you interested?
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Can't we find, please? Focus, Bonnie. No, folks, just play nice. Don't anyone try to be a hero.
Somebody asked for it.
Hero? Come on, guys. I told you to quit trying to rob my bakery. I'm gonna call the cops. Go home, guys.
Bonnie and Clyde exchange a glance and leave. Props! Esther hands Bonnie a piece of cheesecake on the way out.
Things had been better for the once great nation of the Jews. They had once lived in freedom in their own land, and now they lived in exile in the land of Persia. While the Jews weren't oppressed, they weren't exactly prospering either. Our story takes place in the city of Shushan in the land of Persia. The city was under the thumb of Mayor Xerxes. Xerxes was not a man to be trifled with. He had land, power, money, and was not ashamed to brag about it. In fact, he threw himself a big party every few months just to remind everyone what a big shot he was.
Xerxes and his buddies are sitting around a table with cards in hand. Props! An intense card game is in process.
It's your play, boss. I know. Don't rush me. Carefully calculating my next action. While I'm deciding I could use another drink. Drinks all around. I'm sure glad you fellas are here to help me celebrate this fabulous life which we possess. Would you not agree that I am a man of immense wealth, power, and means?
You, boss, have it all. And you have the most beautifulest wife in all the world. But, sir, I must say, I'm more than a little surprised that she ain't joined us here in celebrating.
Fellas, I'm telling you, I am so lucky to have the most beautiful of women as my wife. But she She is also the most stubborn of women. Today I was talking to Vashti. Vashti, I said, Vashti, it would mean the world to me if you would come to my party. It would make me most happy if you would dance one of your old routines and show all of my friends what a classy gal you are. And you know what she said to me? She said she was not inclined to be present at my most prestigious affair.
I'm shocked. I'm sure she didn't mean it. Why don't you ask her again? Maybe she just forgot the party was tonight. I would lay odds that if you sent for her, she would come to your party right away.
An excellent suggestion indeed. Skinny Pete! Go and call my best gal to me. Tell her I am most desirous of her presence, and tell her I do not mean to take no for an answer.
Skinny Pete goes to deliver the message to Vashti.
Oh, Vashti, I bring a message from his honor, the big kahuna himself, Mayor Xerxes. He requests that you come to his party and celebrate the point halfway from one birthday to the next one. He requests that you just up your old routines, you know, for old time's sakes.
Oh, he does he? I'm busy. If Xerxes wanted his done, he can do it himself. It isn't my fault he didn't hire an attendant. Why should I help him out?
I beg you to reconsider, ma'am. If the boss hears your answer, he will be very upset.
He'll be upset. He has defended my delicate nature by insinuating that my company is only desired because of my beauty. I have a brain too, you know. A big one, a real big one. If that boss of yours can't see that, then he don't deserve to see me.
But I regret to inform you that the boss doesn't think he's going to take no for an answer.
I regret to inform you that you're going to have to be the one to tell him. I'm not coming. I'd be prepared to duck. He's been known to shoot the messenger. Toodles!
Skinny Pete whispers the news to the mayor in a non-creepy way.
This is most disappointing indeed. Now that I think about it, Vashti is the only person with a bigger ego than myself.
If you don't mind my saying so, boss, this is not good. If other dames who would disrespect your dame is treating you, it would be a disaster. All the wives in the kingdom would start treating their husbands the same. It would be chaos.
I agree with you. But what can be done?
I'm reluctant to speak up because I got an idea, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
Say it.
Send her away. She's like a tick, living off the hindquarters of the dog-eared kindness. It would be better for everyone if Vashti won't hear no more.
What you suggest is hard. But it's even harder to have a disobedient wife. I shall send her away and have it done with.
It's your play, boss.
Alright. You have any threes?
Goldfish.
Rocks.
It was a difficult time that followed for Mayor Xerxes, who was filled with regret. Vashti was not much of a wife, but she was still a wife, and Xerxes missed her. Meanwhile, the new deputy mayor, Haman, a man of shady reputation, was trying to butter up Xerxes. Haman started setting the mayor up on a series of blind dates with less than pure motives.
Haman enters to have a villainous monologue.
I'm wasting my time, my valuable time trying to marry off this dope. But if I can get him a wife, not only will he be pleased with my effectiveness, but he will be distracted by his marital bliss. If I can get him distracted enough He won't notice when I become more involved in the operations of this town. Eventually, I can squeeze him right out of his own kingdom. Haman! You are a Jew.
Xerxes mopes on stage, followed by his bodyguard, Skinny Pete.
Why is it so hard to meet someone?
Leave it to me, boss. There are many, many fish for the sea. I have connections all over the country. I have given specific instructions to use any means necessary to bring you a wife worthy of your esteemed status. I'll find you the perfect woman, sir. I hear that Rosie from Babylon is dating you.
Rosie, I should never have sent Vashti away.
Don't think that way, boss. I won't rest until I have found you the perfect woman. Until that time, I have taken the liberty of ordering you some ethnic food. Have you ever heard of vodka?
Esther enters with a box of pastries.
Delivery from Bagels and Bits.
Not a moment too soon. How much do I owe you?
$5 even.
Very good.
Xerxes is staring at Esther.
Leaving so soon, my dear? Please, won't you have a seat?
I suppose so.
Haman and Skinny Pete step away backwards. Esther sits down.
My dear, if these pastries are half as sweet as the one who brings them, they would be heavenly indeed. Won't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
About me? All right. My folks died when I was a kid, so my cousin raised me. I help him out in his bakery. He looks out for me, and I try to look out for him.
That's so noble of you. Your husband is certainly a lucky man.
Oh, I'm not married, sir.
My dear
Esther.
Esther, I've traveled the world and have yet to come across a creature as beautiful as what I see before me.
What? A babka?
Ah, dear Esther, so humble. Would I offend you if I asked you to dine with me?
Well, I suppose not. How could I say no?
Great! We'll go to Heggy's. They keep a table reserved for me every day. Skinny Pete will pick you up at 7. I will see you there.
After a short but a respectable courtship, Xerxes was ready to move his relationship with Esther to the next level. Esther, however, wasn't sold on the idea, so she sought counsel from her trusted cousin Mordecai.
Wait, you saying the man asked you to marry him?
Demanded is more like it. This has all happened so fast.
Jewish or that you are related to me. And it is best people don't see me visiting you as family.
But how could I go without seeing you? You raised me.
The girls gotta eat. I'll bring some goodies to the mayor's house. Some nice kugel and some cheesecake and rogalot. And so, I still see you without raising suspicion.
This is a difficult hand that I'm about to play.
Esther, I fear you have no idea how difficult it would be.
Esther did marry the mayor, and life went on in Sushan's. However, life was not peachy for everyone. Fish-faced Big Tom and Five-Finger Terrace became bitter about the mayor and his popularity. They started daydreaming about what it would be to be the men in charge. They chose a sunny day to sit outside Mordecai's bakery and plot their rise to power.
Big Ton and Teresh are sitting on a bench outside the bakery, while Bonnie and Clyde walk past to go into the bakery, and Mordecai is behind the counter.
Get your hands in the air! Yeah, get your hands in the air. And hand over all the cash. Yeah, hand over all the cash. Bonnie, cut that out. Bonnie, cut that. Bonnie, you never let me do anything.
I agree with you. The man's gotta go. He's getting too big-headed for his own good.
Yeah, all for our own good. We are much more qualified to run this town than the current establishment.
But if we do the dirty work and bump off the mayor ourselves, forget about it. The town would never elect us into office. Our political career would be over before it even started.
So, Fishface, what you're saying is that we need to find a couple of dopes, bump off the mayor, and let us step into fill the leadership again.
Yes, Fingers, that's exactly what I'm saying. But where can we find someone so stupid that they would take the fall for killing the...
All I'm saying is that you never let me do anything. And that's why we've never gotten away with a penny.
Trust me, that's not the reason.
I think we found our dopes. Now we can commence with our plan to do away with Mayor Xerxes. May I now suggest we get a move on with this conspiracy?
Big Ton and Teresh link arms and exit.
I can't let those bozos get away with that. I think it's about time I paid Esther a visit.
Thanks to Mordecai's quick thinking, the plot for Big Tom Terrace was foiled. Fish-faced Big Tom, Five-Finger Terrace, Bonnie, and Clyde were all put away for life without parole. Mordecai's act of valor was recorded in official city records with a note to reward him when certain investments failed. In the meantime, Haman gave Mordecai an official visit to drop off a certificate of appreciation and an IOU. But Haman wasn't too happy about the task.
And so, in recognition of blah, 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 yours gratefully, Mayor Xerxes.
Isn't that sweet? I'll hang this up on the fridge.
Listen, Mordecai, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. And I'm going to take this opportunity to get this off my chest. I've noticed that when you come around delivering food, you refuse to treat me with the same respect that the rest of the employees do. For example, all the other delivery men and employees will show respect by bowing just a little. And I've noticed that you do not honor this ritual. And I'm insulted.
Now, Haman. Asking hard-working people to stop what they're doing and kiss your feet seems a little extreme, don't you think?
I am a very powerful man, see? Xerxes' days are numbered. I'm gonna be the one really calling the shots in the near future. Even now. If I want something to happen, it happens. Got it? No man or God is more powerful than I am.
Oh, Haman. You have no idea what you are talking about. We Jews know that there's no man or so-called God that can hold a candle to the Almighty. How could I bow before a mere man when God alone deserves my worship?
You are saying that you will never bow to show me my due respect?
Not as long as you are getting yourself confused with the God of the universe.
I think you underestimate how powerful I am. See, I am Haman! See? You just wait. We'll see who has the most power in this town. Me or your Jewish godfather?
I'll take that bet.
Haman was fuming. He did not like the thought of someone more powerful than himself, and he set out to prove how much he could accomplish when he set his mind to it.
Mayor Xerxes, I have thought long and hard, and I have a solution to your problems.
I have a problem?
Of course you do. Did you know there is a certain family in this city that has a problem with your authority?
Is that a fact?
But I have the perfect idea. I did the maths, and they do nothing for our society, nothing good, that is. They show no respect for you or for your office, and they have their own laws and customs. They have already spread discontentment, and if allowed to continue, I'm afraid they will do much, much worse. I say that we put out a hit on this family. I've got a few acquaintances that can make them go away for good. If we let them make the first move, I fear for your safety, boss.
And my safety is of the utmost importance. What do you need from me?
I've already drawn up the paperwork.
Props.
Just sign on the dotted line. Okay.
What a
And,
dreadful day
initial
for
here.
the Jews in Shushan City.
Thank you.
What a dreadful day for the Jews in Shushan City. The community converged on bagels and bits to seek Mordecai's counsel.
Everyone is talking at once.
Please, please. I cannot hear in such a balagan. One at a time. Saul, you go first.
Oh, Mordecai. It's just dreadful, Morty. Simply dreadful. It cannot be borne. Oy vey, what a black day. What are we gonna do? It's terrible.
This is why I asked Saul all these words, and I still don't know what is happening. Saul, tell me what is going on in 2 sentences.
Haman convinced the mayor to put out a hit on all the Jews of Shushan to take place on the 13th of Adar. How can we survive such an attack?
Oh, what are we going to do?
Mordecai tears his clothes and throws flour on his head. Props.
What else can we do? We must ask the Almighty for help. Only He can save us.
Later that week.
When Mordecai didn't show up with her usual order of cheesecake, Esther became worried. She picked up the phone to give him a call.
Bring, bring, bring. Mordecai, are you all right? It's been so long since I've seen you, and I've heard rumors that you shut down the bakery. Is anything wrong?
Is anything right? It is indeed a dark time for Jews everywhere, even you. Because don't think that being the mayor's wife will save you from this. Someone will find out that you are Jewish, and then you won't be safe either.
Cousin, slow down. I don't understand. Won't be safe from what?
You haven't heard. That mayor of yours has ordered that all the Jews be destroyed, slaughtered, annihilated. The worst news we've had since the start of the exile.
This is terrible. What are you going to do about it?
We are calling on the Almighty God to send an ambassador to the mayor on our behalf. Perhaps someone who is already close to Xerxes. Maybe even someone who is in his own house. What do you think, Esther? Sounds like anyone you know?
Me? I don't think that's a good idea. Xerxes is a busy man and gets very angry when people interrupt his work. He's been so swamped this month, I haven't even seen him at all. If I try to go in without an appointment, it could be curtains for me. Remember what happened to those 2 Mormons who knocked on his door?
Esther, I trust the Almighty. He will save us. But what about you? Salvation will come to our people through some source. Are you willing to be that source?
Cousin, this is not an easy thing that you ask.
No, it is not. But is it easier to watch everyone you care about be slaughtered?
Okay, get the neighborhood together to fast and pray. My maids and I will do the same. In 3 days, I'll go to Xerxes, and if I perish, I perish. Pray for me, Mordecai.
Of course, dear cousin.
Here are the files you asked for, Ms. Zerish.
Oh, they are they? Let me look at those. These are the wrong files. I specifically asked you for the personnel files from Q to R.
Ms. Zerish, you asked me to bring you the files from L to P. I specifically remember because it wasn't very clear the way you said LMNOP.
If it isn't enough that I have all the mayor's appointments and affairs, I also have the most incompetent intern in the whole kingdom. Do something useful for change. Here, take out the trash.
Props.
Ms. Zerish?
What? Get to work.
Ms. Zerish, I think there's someone here to see you.
Hey, baby doll. I'm
Hey.
here for my appointment.
Haman. It's so sweet of you to come early to visit. You can go now.
I'm always happy to see my best gal.
Oh, Haman. You know how to make me blush. You know, you really should get more credit for what goes on around here. In fact, between you and I, we could run the whole kingdom.
Well, not to brag, but I have been thinking similar thoughts about myself.
You should. Whose idea was it to put a hit on those Jews?
It was mine.
Exactly, Sugar. You took the initiative on the project and you made it happen. You should be so proud of yourself.
Proud? Perhaps. But there is still a huge hole in my life. One thing that would complete my life and would make me the happiest man in the world. I cannot completely be happy if Mordecai is still alive. I cannot rest until he is put out of my misery.
Is that all? That's what's keeping you from being happy? Easy fix. Come up with an excuse to hang Mordecai. Xerxes is pretty dense. Should be easy to convince him. Then you can put some thought into other things that will complete your life and make you the happiest man in the world.
I can't think about what that would be. But thanks, sweetheart. That's a great suggestion. I will talk to him about that right now.
That's the spirit, honey.
Meanwhile, Mayor Xerxes was a little distracted from his daily work. Rather than be unproductive, he decided to go through the city records and read about all his good deeds and how much people loved him. Of course, one might say the records were a little biased.
I remember that one. Those dopes never knew what hit them, and I came out smelling like roses. Hey, what's this? Oh yes, I recollect this event. Those dirty rats tried to kill me, and Mordecai the baker blew the whistle. Mordecai the baker blew the whistle. We never did get around to sending him that gift certificates to Eggies.
Mr. Heyman to see you, sir.
Ah, Heyman. Just the man I wanted to see. Let me ask you something. What would you do if you wanted to show someone how much you appreciate him? I mean, if you owe this guy a huge debt of gratitude, and you wanted to give him a little token of your esteem.
Oh, wow, boss. I don't know what to say. I've never had this kind of, I've never thought of this kind of thing because I'm such a humble guy and all. Well, let me see. For starts, I'd give him one of your suits, one of your best silk suits with the nice pinstripe. And then you should let him ride around in your limo.
Ooh, in a parade.
Yeah, a parade with some guys shouting how much you like this guy and how trustworthy he is. And also how good looking. Shouting to everyone, this is the man who deserves the most honor in all Poisia.
Great idea, Heyman. You sure paint a beautiful picture. I want you to do this very thing that you have described so beautifully for Mordecai the Jew. I owe that man my life.
There's nothing else. I'll be going.
But Heyman, you had an appointment. What did you want to discuss?
Another time, boss. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Xerxes, dear, could I have a moment of your time?
Esther, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? It feels it's been a month since I've seen you.
Well, it has been a month. I know you've been busy. I hope you'll forgive the interruption, but I wanted to come and surprise you at the office. Surprise!
Esther, baby, this is why I married you. You, my dear, are very thoughtful. I see you brought me some tasty treats. What did you bring me today?
Props.
Ahem. Sometimes I think you married me for my cooking. This is a family recipe. We still haven't named it. Say, how would you like to come to my place? I've cooked you a big dinner with all your favorite foods.
See, Esther, so thoughtful. You are so thoughtful. I would love to come have dinner with you tonight.
Do you think Heyman is free tonight?
You want to bring Heyman to our romantic dinner?
Well, I was actually thinking more about a business dinner. I have something important to talk to you about. It's actually a big request involving city business, and I suspect Heyman, he'll want to voice his opinion.
All right. I sent him on an errand, but he'll be back in time for dinner.
Perfect. I can't wait for dinner.
Haman took Mordecai on his parade, the parade that Haman felt entitled to himself. There was a ticker tape and confetti, and Haman's voice was forced from shouting how much Xerxes appreciated Mordecai. He consoled himself with the thought that soon Mordecai and the rest of the Jews would be swimming with the fishes. But he was still in a dark mood when he met the mayor at the door of Esther's house.
Xerxes waits impatiently with a bouquet of flowers. Props.
Oh, yeah.
And then enters Haman.
Took you long enough. How did it go today with Mordecai?
Just peachy. I've never had a better day in my whole entire life.
Yeesh, what's got your britches in a bunch? I just hope that we have not let dinner get cold. If dinner is ruined, I blame you, Haman, and I do not feel very merciful tonight.
Ding dong. Thank you. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm so glad you could come. Dinner is almost ready, but I thought we could sit and talk a little while first.
Esther, I've been thinking all day about the request that you want to make. I want you to know that whatever it is, it's yours. Diamonds, furs, cash, even up to half of Persia.
Well, here goes. This is my petition. This is my request. I ask that you spare my life. I'm in danger.
Your life? In danger?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Here is the truth. I am a Jew. And all the Jewish people have become the target of a hit. If we'd only been falsely accused or imprisoned, I would not have troubled you. But this is too big to keep quiet. I ask that you save my life and the life of all of my family, including the life of my cousin Mordecai, who taught me how to cook.
Mordecai? We just honored him. Mordecai saved my life, so he's a Jew.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a Jew.
Uh-huh.
Jews seem like terrific people. Why would someone want to put a hit on Jews?
Why don't you ask Haman? This was all his idea.
What? Haman? Is this true?
Look, a distraction.
Where? I mean, Haman! You had better have a good reason for wanting to kill my wife. I've already lost one wife this year, and this one is so much better than the last.
Xerxes storms off stage. Haman grabs Esther's arm and shakes her.
Esther, you don't want to do this. Tell Xerxes it was all just a big mistake. Tell him.
Xerxes re-enters.
Haman! Are you touching my wife? Stop touching my wife. It's bad enough you want to kill her and get your grimy hands off of her. Skinny Pete!
Yeah, boss.
Take this scum and wipe the floor with him. You wanted to do away with Mordecai, we'll do away with you. Now get out of here. You'll be wearing cement overshoes before the day is over.
Boss, won't you reconsider? You need me. Where would you find someone who could do my job?
Esther, Mordecai has shown great loyalty by saving my life. Think he would like to take over for this dirtbag?
Let's ask him. He's dropping off some dessert and should be here any minute.
I'd be delighted. And I may have an idea for what to call these.
See, Haman? I don't need you, but I do need you gone. Skinny Pete, take him away.
Skinny Pete drags Haman off stage. Haman screams the whole way. The love it when people say yes. Sometimes they don't even know what they're signing up for when they say yes. But I just want to give a big, extra special thank you to our entire cast, as well as our props, as well as our sound tech, and as well as all of you. I thank you so much for coming out and joining us tonight. And I think we have some hamantaschen that just got dropped off in the lobby. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.